Welcome to Off the Script, everybody. My name is Matthew O. I'm your host, and we're here with.
My name is Dylian Erwin. I am a business analytics and accounting double major here at the University of Hartford, and I'm more than glad to be here today with my lovely friend Matt.
Thank you. We'll be sharing some social medias right now. So everything is just off the script, with the exception of Instagram. It's offthescript.pod, pod. If you go to our link tree, it's just linktr.ee slash off the script. Everything you could find there, links, social medias, and even some short clips.
Anything you'd want, right?
Everything.
Everything you'd want,
Everything you'd want. Because all you want to listen to is off the script.
honestly.
All right. So, me and Dylian, we met at orientation just like me and Ryan. This is who we were talking about. Sadly, we couldn't pull Ryan in today. I didn't even ask him. I think we'll have a
Should have asked him.
collab. It could be we'll have a separate episode with Ryan, a separate episode with you, and then an episode together, all of
Oh,
us.
that makes sense.
So this is the I guess
The other guy.
last third of the Barney prodigies, the ones who will be taking over, which is very funny because today it's gonna be a short episode because we have an event to be at 5:30 for the Barney School of Business Alumni Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll-
actually, I'm super excited for that because one of the inductees, his name's Jay Malave. He is the CFO of Lockheed Martin, which
Okay.
is like my dream job. Not necessarily Lockheed Martin, but like CFO.
Yeah,
Just such a cool title.
I. I've always looked at CFO because, like, obviously I want to be the CEO because the CEO gets all the credit. But like, if I can only make it to CFO, I'm still there. I'm
Only
there.
make it to
Only
CFO.
make it to CFO. So Mr. Dylian here is a singer and a actor.
Yeah. I acted in high school. I I wanted to get into some plays here, but the thing is, with the Hart School being what it is, it's like everyone's a musical theater major, so they reserve it for those majors mostly because they have so many of them. Um, there's a drama club I looked into, but didn't really have enough time for it with keeping myself busy with so many other things.
Yeah, that I play trumpet, and I was like, there. I bought a trumpet for college just in case, but I was like, there's no way I'm gonna play at like the Hart School because one, if I make it anything more than a hobby, I'm not gonna enjoy it, and two, there's gonna be so much competition.
I mean, it's the Hart School.
It is the Hart School. Some of my relatives went to the Hart School, and I was like, I didn't even know University of Hartford existed before someone told me about it
Mhm.
2 years ago
Yeah,
when I was looking for colleges.
it's like it's like what people look to in New England mostly for music stuff. Like, I don't know. It's funny for me to be walking around campus and seeing like this little kid holding this huge cello because he's got lessons at the Hart School. Um, that happened like 2 days ago.
That's
This kid asked me.
hilarious.
It was good.
Is it fair to compare UHart to Berkeley?
Depending on who you ask.
Okay.
I feel like Berkeley, kind of in a league of its own, but the Hart School's got so many different things going for it.
It has a high accreditation,
Hmm
which is why I think the business school is on its way to be as well accepted as the Hart School is.
Well, yeah. What is it? We have the
ASCB accredited, whatever
yeah,
it is.
yeah. So
Shout out to Barney.
yeah, shout out Barney,
Come to Barney School of Business.
big purple guy. Love that
No,
guy.
that's the dinosaur.
Oh, it's a dinosaur.
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
we've got Howie instead, the big white
That
eagle.
dude's terrifying.
He is pretty
He's
terrifying.
terrifying. I was saying like, I would love to be the eagle. I feel like me or there's a guy in the basketball team who's like 7 feet
Yep.
tall. Tell me that wouldn't be so scary.
Would it even fit? Would you fit in the costume?
No, there's no way I'd fit.
Yeah.
But Howie being that huge would be crazy.
I saw a funny video. It wasn't even funny. It was more cringy, but it was like a Instagram reel, and it was the sound from Squid Games, like red light,
Yeah.
green light, and it was Howie in front of the Park River Bakery.
Good old Howie.
And so it was like red light, and it's just him standing there waiting. And all of a sudden it's like green light, and you see the like hot fresh cookies ready or whatever sign light up, and I didn't even know that existed. And he runs up and he's like, "I'm waiting for my cookies," and it was the most like awkward thing I've ever seen because the caption was, "Every UHeart student knows this feeling," and I'm like, I didn't know this sign existed.
I've never been there. I don't know where that is.
In
truthfully.
Commons,
It's in Commons.
it
Okay.
is in Commons.
Yeah. Does he have a TikTok? Does Howie have a TikTok?
I don't think Howie specifically. I'm sure University of Hartford has a TikTok.
They have to.
And it like probably is like exclusively Howie. Howie shows up in probably every TikTok.
They love that guy.
The, I know somebody who has an Instagram, or not an Instagram, a Snapchat private story. The name of it is Ho for Howie.
Who isn't? Honestly. Yeah.
I don't think I would consider myself a hoe for Howie. Sadly,
I'd have to think about it. I'd give it some thought though.
that's to each their own. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
To each their own.
We should pause for listeners to be able to take that statement in. Honestly.
I don't want to
Or
leave
we can
them
just
with
move
that.
past it.
We
just move
can.
past it.
It would, that would. I've never heard a better idea
Yeah.
than to
honestly,
move past it.
Honestly.
So, on your Instagram, we'll
Mhm.
plug that in the description. You can say it at the end of the episode.
Sure.
They can find a picture of you in a Willy Wonka costume.
that's what I'm known for. Sort of. I did it last year, the end of high school, just because I'd been in plays the whole time. Thought it'd be fun. We had a really small cast because I don't know. It's for some reason the drama department is dying at my old high school, and the directors sometimes don't want to come back because it's a ton of work to do, and there's not a lot of budget for it. But it was a ton of fun, and at the end of the year they gave out superlatives, and my superlative was the biggest Willy in history. So there's nothing better than that.
It makes so much sense. You're definitely the biggest Willy in history.
I can't imagine a bigger one. Who would it have been? Like,
Shaq.
well, yeah, I don't think
But
Shaq ever
he's
did
not
that.
much of a no. He's not much of a Willy.
No, he never. I mean,
I think this is a very good double entendre because I think you fit both categories. You are a Willy, bro.
I go willy
He lost
nilly.
his debit card today.
Yeah, that was a willy nilly thing of me to do. Just walking. Yeah, if anyone wants to go and look for my debit card, if you find it, I guess keep it now because I already canceled it. So
It's a free card. You can try to use it to get into like somebody's building.
yeah, good luck.
Try to swipe it through.
Yeah, with a debit card, that'll work.
Yeah, well, no, you bet. So what you do if you're trying to like say it's like a door with a handle, you can bend the corner, stick it through the door, and then like wiggle it down into like the little like sections over here. And if you wiggle the door and the card at the same time in the right manner, the door will just pop
If it's
open.
locked.
Yes, if it's locked.
So here's a good tutorial for everyone at home. It only works with my debit card, of course.
No, it's just you don't want to use it with like your actual debit card because it will bend and could potentially break the card.
No, literally just walking from GSU, because I just gotten Moe's and I used that card, so I know I had it there. From walking from GSU to the library, somehow fell out of my pocket, which is like literally less than 5 minutes. It's like 3 minutes.
I have two hypotheses here. One, you left it in the card reader.
No, I checked. I checked. I
okay.
know I didn't do it. I know I put it in my right pocket right after that.
Okay. Well, my second theory was that someone picked it up, and that's why you couldn't find
They
it.
mhave, yeah, but they're not going to be able to use it.
No, that's a waste. I mean, I'm sure you have a pin on it anyway, right?
Like, yeah, I have a
Yeah.
pin.
So like even if you steal it, like you
I don't
can't
think
even
you need a pin though here.
for some. Oh, do you not have to type in a pin? When you
No,
go for
never.
GS?
I've never had to here. Everywhere else I do. And then
You guys have 24 hours to use this card
Yeah,
before you have to do a
24-hour
pin, and then it'll be
challenge.
canceled.
24-hour challenge to buy as many things as you can on my found debit card, and then the gig's up.
That will bounce after like $300 of usage because
Yeah.
you probably don't have more than that.
No, I'm a big spender, so
Yeah.
they
I don't-
give me $500,000 a month to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's my credit limit.
this weekend, I turned 18,
Of course.
officially adult.
Good job. Congratulations.
Happy birthday to me. I immediately downloaded Robinhood in Acorns and I started investing. Like literally November 1st.
I think I did the
started.
same thing. I think I did the same exact thing.
Are we just like born to be business students?
Probably. I mean, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like if you look at the graph of my all-time earnings on Robinhood, it's just straight down. It's the opposite of what you want to see. But I don't I don't attribute that to my own fault because it's a bear market. There's nothing you can do about it.
I would be such a bad investor because I bought one stock of AMC because it's so cheap, like a one whole stock, and I was like, and it started going down, and my brain said, well, it's down, just buy more. It's bound to go up now.
And it keeps going down.
But the thing that saved me is the fact that I don't have money to buy it. so I wasn't able to.
Good thing.
But I got $5 worth of free stock. So right now,
Yeah.
it was at like it was high 11s.
You should have put my code in, and then I would have gotten $5.
I actually used someone called, I think it was either Catherine or Robin. It was online. Oh, it wouldn't be Robin. Robin is Robin Hood. It was, I think their name was Catherine.
With Robin.
It was. I used Robin's code.
Hood, Mr. Hood.
If you, I believe, if you invite enough people, you get like $900, right? Or is that Acorns? I think it's Acorns.
I don't know. I know for.
I'm going to link my Robinhood in the description.
Yeah,
So you guys, if you sign up for Robinhood, it is free to sign up for Robinhood. You don't need to invest money, but I would recommend putting at least $1 in something. That way, it just goes through. You'll get $5 worth of free stocks. They give you options to put it in. You can put it in Tesla, Amazon, stuff like that. Whoa, I'm hitting puberty again.
Uh-oh.
You can put it in, and you get $5 worth of free stock. By the way, this is not financial advice. So you cannot sue me because I'm not.
It's the opposite of financial advice.
It is the opposite of financial advice. I will never give you financial advice on this podcast. It will never be advice. It'll just be what I did.
Yeah.
And I recommend you not to copy me. Actually,
Yeah.
My financial advice would be to do the opposite of whatever I do.
When did we get sponsored by Robinhood? I don't remember.
No, this is not a sponsorship for Robinhood. This is a sponsorship for me. I want some more free stocks.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, guys. I'm a sellout already on the second full episode. Not even full episode. But
It's a half episode.
it's a half episode. But no, I'm going to consider it a full episode just because we have the amazing Dylian Erwin here.
I make it twice the length. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, that's kind of really funny. So those who may not understand the last segment about him being the biggest Willie, it's because he is 6'7".
Did we give that context? I don't think we did.
We didn't give that context. This man is 6'7".
That helps. And unfortunately I'm really bad at basketball, which is like
Horrendous.
really bad, and it's sad to see. That's the first question anyone ever asks me is about basketball or how the weather is up here. That's the only thing people know to say.
His response is always, "I play volleyball though."
Yeah. It's like, can you dunk or do you play basketball? And half the time I lie because I really don't want to disappoint people right after I've met them. So, I might need to get into the habit of honesty in like a business setting of like.
Yeah, because you remember the actuary that we met at that one event who
Oh
said
my
we should go
gosh.
play basketball?
Yeah, I was like,
You didn't-
dude, I'm so good. I don't know. I
Yeah,
remember that. Rob
you,
Thomas.
Yeah, you lied to him.
I'm sorry, Rob, if you're listening.
I should tell Rob to listen just
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
can. I'm going to hit him up on LinkedIn just so he can be like, hey, look at this kid lied. But Rob, Mr. Rob, am very good, and I could join your men's league now because I'm 18. So
He's a man. You're a man.
I'm a man by law.
Except for the voice crack earlier. That wasn't very manly.
I don't. No, it's happened twice now. I don't know if you caught the first time, but the time where I was like, oop, that was the second time. I think it's just because the weather around makes like the throat.
It's the weather.
It's the weather.
The nitrogen atoms in the atmosphere
Sure.
are causing a reaction within your vocal cords.
Chemistry was my worst subject, and by worst subject I mean I never took it.
Mm.
And I'm never going to take
How
it.
did that happen?
So in my high school, chem was not a specific class you had to take. All you had to get was 3 credits of a science.
Sure.
And so usually your junior year you take it. But I took AP Bio my sophomore year, so I can take anatomy my junior year. And then after my junior year, chem was obviously like, oh, you should take chem. I was like, oh, what's that on the schedule? Physics? Oh, I love that. I'm going to do that instead.
Yeah.
So
Never
I
chem.
completely avoided chem.
Good job. Hey, I'm proud of you for
Thank
that.
you.
Was bio a prereq for anatomy then?
No, but if I didn't, it would have been difficult to squeeze AP Bio in either my junior or senior year.
Yeah. I
It
know.
was actually difficult to squeeze it into my sophomore year. So my school only offers so many AP classes. There's only one AP class, but like they're different classes.
ECEs and all that.
Hmm?
Did you have ECEs?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's early college experience. It was like, it's sort of like a dual enrollment thing, but it's on a per class basis.
We had like UConn drawing.
Mm.
I don't know if that would be an ECE or
I think it was. Yeah. I think
okay.
that's what
So
it
yeah,
is.
so we had I think 2 of those. We had UConn drawing and Tunxis. It was either accounting or personal finance.
Did you take that?
I did not because I didn't think I was gonna be like in accounting.
Fake
at all.
accountant.
No, I didn't think. Oh, we were talking about this earlier. I decided to be a double major in accounting because you wanted to do accounting, and then in my accounting class, I was having fun. I'm like, why not?
Yeah, I'm the biggest influence on this man of anyone, I think.
You are definitely the biggest Willie in my life.
I'm the biggest Willie in
You
your
are the
life. Sure.
biggest Willie in my life.
Who's second?
That's a real great question that I was not prepared for.
Well, it was off the script. I'm sorry. I should have stuck to the script.
There is no script. Don't make them think there's a script. Anyone, if you're listening on like Spotify or something, come to YouTube. You can see nothing in front of us. There's no script here. That is why we are off the script.
It's because we memorized it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? As a actor yourself, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've every second I spent on acting was to prepare for this here podcast today. So
As you should.
yeah, of course.
As you should.
Uh-huh.
And so, what we were talking about earlier, biggest Willie in my life, second to you, I have to go with Howie.
Howie, he's a Willie.
He is
I
a
get
Willie.
that. I think his size though depends on who's inside.
I don't think so, because you got to think the Howie costume is only as big as the Howie is. Like the Howie costume doesn't enlarge for somebody.
You don't think like someone who's 5 foot going into it as opposed to someone who's 6 foot. Would
Well, no,
change
it's just like their arms aren't going to be all the way out in Howie, and I believe it's almost always the same person.
Is it?
I think so. I think like they might have like a couple rotations, but I could assume it's a male most of the time,
Why
just
do you-
because what girl's gonna want to go into a stinky, sweaty,
Yeah, that makes sense.
furry costume? Only men are dumb enough to do that. And two, I have a funny follow up to that. So I'm assuming they're all around the same size. And the reason why I say only men are dumb enough to do that is because I do that like almost for a living. Like I've made careers off of going into smelly costumes and doing random things. So
I want to hear more about this.
Yeah.
This is
it all started. My mom worked at Roller Magic in Waterbury, and so there are mascots there. There's Rolleroo, and then I don't know its exact name, but it was a different type of bird. It was a purple bird.
parrot or parakeet.
I don't think it had a species types. I think it was just a bird,
Purple bird.
a purple bird.
Sure.
And so I got to do that a couple times because they come out for parties and dance a little bit. So I got to do that like once or twice. And I think that's what sparked it. Because soon, when I was in elementary or middle school, I was in a group called Kids in the Middle. And it's basically like a volunteer group.
Sure.
And I got to go to the Imagination Museum or Imagination Center in Bristol. And I got to dress up as a bear and go around.
Look at that. In middle school?
This was in middle school.
Wow.
And now, for a paying job, every winter I dress up as Santa. I ride a train.
There's no way.
I swear to you, I have pictures. I go on a train and I just like, I ride the train. I go up and down and I ask the kids, oh, what do you want for Christmas? Things like that. I get paid $100 a train.
A train per train.
Last season, I made $5,000.
Is it like a real train?
Yes, it is a real train. It's the train in Thomaston that goes through Waterbury and everything.
Oh, okay.
It's with Naugatuck Railroad Company. And I really hope no little kids are watching because Santa is real. I'm just a Santa helper. All I do is help Santa make sure the message is going out.
Well, Santa's. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like it's tough for Santa to get to all those train
Exactly.
things.
Which is why we exist. We're helpers.
Yeah, he's like he wants. he supports it.
Exactly.
You're helping him collect
Yes.
his.
So parents, your children can still listen to this podcast.
Mhm.
And
Family friendly.
to help the Easter Bunny, I've done the Easter Bunny like 3 times, and it's still $100 a train ride.
Wow.
So, but that one I don't have to talk. That one,
How long are the train rides?
it can be an hour. It's like an hour and a half.
Dude, that
So
is
I'm making
insane
it
pay.
basically $100 an hour, and the week before Christmas they up it to $200 a train for us.
There's no way.
Yes, sir.
You got to get me in on this. Let me know when it
6'8"
happens.
Santa would be crazy.
I look just like him. You can't deny that.
Yeah. I'm a little embarrassed by this fact, but my mom was like, why don't I do this? And so she decided to be.
She's Santa too.
She's a Mrs. Claus.
She's a helper.
Yeah, she's Mrs. Claus's helper. So I made sure. So my grandpa schedules everything. That's why I have the job.
Oh,
I was like, hey, just make sure I'm not on the same train as my mom, please. Like, I just can't. I don't feel right.
that would be a little weird, I guess.
I just Santa and Mrs. they call her Mrs. Santa. They don't even call her Mrs. Claus. I guess she's her own identity. But Santa and Mrs.
Unrelated.
Santa, they don't even like we don't interact much. But it's like I still like one. It's my job,
Mm.
so I don't want my mom over my shoulder like.
It'd be weird to
You're
work
doing-
with your mom.
you're
or
doing it
something,
wrong.
Like, yeah.
It's less about the fact that it's like technically Santa and Mrs. Santa are
Yeah.
married, but more the fact that like I don't want my mom to crash my job.
Sure.
But I get it.
Mm.
Maybe it'll up the present value this year. She'll be like, I'm making all this money now, all this extra money. Here's a good gift,
Yeah.
a really good gift, an even greater gift.
That'd be nice.
I mean, I think I deserve it at this point.
Sure. Sure.
I have to put up with my mom at my job now.
Yeah. Speaking of Christmas, it's about that time of year.
I'm-
It's getting close.
So excited.
I cannot wait. I've already been listening to. Can I ask you what your favorite Christmas song is?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Which
The
version?
Frank
The Nat-
Sinatra.
Oh, Frank Sinatra. I was thinking Nat King Cole. I don't know if he does that one. I think
I'm sure if he does a holiday song, I'm sure he does all of them.
probably. Can I just say Last Christmas
Oh, I do like that song.
by far? Like
Yes.
I think that one's second only to Merry Christmas Happy Holidays by NSYNC.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard it, but it's so groovy. It's just the best.
Would you place Christmas songs over holiday songs? And by that, I mean, so like, I would consider Pentatonics and like the Siberian Orchestra. Those are holiday musics, but I wouldn't say they're Christmas musics. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Depending on the song. Obviously,
I wonder, like-
Pentatonics has like, because like, is the Nutcracker a Christmas song?
I don't think it's like necessarily, but it's associated with it because I feel like
And that's why I'd consider it a holiday song.
Mhm.
Do you think these are two different things?
I suppose you could make the distinction
Yeah,
between them. I think it depends on I don't know. It depends on who you ask.
for sure.
There are definitely songs that are associated with Christmas that aren't really about it.
Yeah, I would, unless it has Christmas in the name. Can you even say it's about Christmas? Because there are a lot. I know there are Christmas songs that don't say they are Christmas, but they're Christmas songs. Or I guess, because now I guess we have a different subtopic here of like religious music that's around Christmas time, like the first Noel or stuff like that, or like Married. No, Married Did You Know is not a Christmas song. That's just religious. That someone
Pentatonix version
sings.
of that is a banger though.
I am in love with that song.
That's a great song.
I learned how to play it on piano, and it's like one of my favorite songs to sing.
Sure.
Do you have a favorite song to sing?
To sing, that's tough. Like all time. I couldn't tell you. It might be. It's tough. It might be like a song from a musical I've done. I did Newsies one time. Santa Fe, a song from that, just a banger. Really hard to sing. Like I haven't been able to properly sing it for a couple of years now, but
Okay.
you definitely used to be my favorite.
So I guess I'm gonna ask like a similar question, but I'm gonna try to make it a little easier. Is there a favorite piece you've done? Not music, but like acting, like in any place. Was there a play you enjoyed most over the rest?
It has to be Willy Wonka.
I knew that answer
you
was
were
coming.
you were predicting that answer.
I was
so-
predicting that answer.
Just because the ability to call myself the biggest Willy of all time, and the ability to I don't know, it was a lot of fun. The cast was really good. Rishabh was
Yes.
like a co-star in it too. So
I told you that Rishabh has to come on the podcast.
yeah, I think he does. I think that's a requirement. We have 4 seats here. We could have the 4 of us here.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only thing with me and Ryan both being on the podcast is we're actually sometimes the same person. That's like why you've never seen us in the same podcast studio. So, yeah, I know, shocking development.
That's news to me.
It is. Yeah, it's surprising because we hide it so well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like, do you just put on stilts, or like, or is it more like you have to chop off your legs and then reattach them?
I just
So, like,
I sort of crouch when I'm him.
makes sense.
Like I crouch, and
You don't have to crouch much. Ryan's still a tall guy.
he's still a tall guy. He's tall enough.
You're a tall guy, I guess, in both aspects. Then
Mm,
just a less taller guy.
yeah.
I-
If I pick someone shorter to pretend to be, I'd have to crouch a lot more. I could even go on my knees.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to probably like put on those people that like do the videos where like they're on their knees, but they have the shoes on their knees.
Little shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of funny.
That would be tough.
And I think that we're wrapping up here.
Is this wrapping up?
This is wrapping up.
Man,
We
this has
got
been a long episode.
such a long
I know.
episode. No, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
We can again when Ryan's here, we can possibly do like an hour and a half, so you can book 2 times.
That would be great.
So you can like book 2 in a row. So that way it could be like we can do like 3 to 5 or something.
Hmm.
And I think that would be great. So if you want to drop any social medias, now would be the time to do so.
If you want to, you can go follow me on Instagram, Dylian Erwin, DYLIANERWIN. Hard to spell, I know. There was a typo in my birth certificate. Nothing we could do about it. It was too late.
Hold on.
No, not really, not really.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I say.
Oh, that makes
I
no.
like
That's
joking
funny.
with
That's
people.
funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. So that's Is that all we have?
That is about all we have. Make sure to follow Off the Script on all media platforms. If you go on the link tree, you can find all the links when it comes to listening. We got our YouTube on there, Spotify. We're on a lot more platforms now. I got it on Google Podcasts and all of that. So wherever you like to listen, your favorite streaming platform. Be
Do a
sure to-
TikTok?
I do have a TikTok.
There's a TikTok
Yep.
for the podcast?
Yep, Off the Script.
Sweet. Is it like clips?
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet.
And so hopefully this comes out tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm hoping that every episode comes out at Friday at 8 a.m. I like to follow a schedule, but I do have to edit tonight, so hopefully that goes through smoothly. Thank you again, everybody, for listening. I hope you have a great day. And as always, enjoy your week.
Peace.